It's interesting. I learned the difference between two different things. There's EBITDA, right? The earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. And that's generally what you're looking for. That's another way of saying profits. It's a very specific way of saying profits, which is what you want to do. But essentially what's happening to price a business is you look at your profits and then you multiply those by whatever the multiple is that you can argue makes sense for your business. And of course, the buyer is going to want to lower the multiple. But the multiple becomes the negotiable number, whereas the EBITDA, your profits, and I want to zoom out. Actually, I don't want to say EBITDA. I want to say your profits. That's sort of, you state that, and then they presumably come in and do due diligence and confirm that what you're telling them is actually true. And so it's good not to lie about it. But when selling a small, and so EBITDA makes a lot of sense for large companies, publicly traded companies, certainly, but even, privately held larger companies, that's a good way to look at it. For a small business where you've just got, one partner or a few partners, the thing that becomes the way you calculate profits is not EBITDA. It's what's called SDE, seller's discretionary earnings. And this way you're actually taking your own salary out as a profit. You're restating your salary as a profit or whatever your earnings. It's your discretionary earnings. Now you may have to, if you are an integral part of the business and by selling it, you're leaving, well, then you might have to do an add back of, we need to hire somebody.
You got to replace yourself.
You got to replace yourself. But you probably replace yourself with someone that's much less expensive than you if the business is profitable, right? You're pulling money out in different ways. Like you said, the lifestyle stuff, all of that stuff, you add it all back in. And that part of it, I knew the lifestyle stuff, but I never thought about, the things that you're paying yourself, that from $1, that's considered a profit. Now, what do you need now that you're not here?